You're going to the penitentiary from being entangled with the wrong crowd, or you know someone that is headed to prison. They are living an ungodly life, and they haven't made the right decision in their lives. Is God or their crowd of friends more important? And will they find the Lord before they die? Now, as very few will look to the Lord for spiritual guidance and to live in obedience, trusting God in every step of their lives. But too many fall into temptation and they sin from their friends. They sin because the sin is more important than finding God and loving God and honoring God in their lives. But Paul tells us in the New Testament about we need to be fully clothed or fully protected. He mentions here in the book of Ephesians in chapter 6, starting in verse 11, he said, put on the full armor of God. He didn't say put on some God, such as things that people may do. Putting on some God is going to church sometimes, or going to church numerous times, but we don't live a godly life. Or we may have a verse that we may like, but we don't read the Bible. We may mention that we know that there is a God, or that maybe we were raised up in the church, but we don't necessarily know who God is. We don't have a personal relationship. So therefore, we are unprepared. And souls are going to the penitentiary, and they have been for many years. People are not following the Lord. But Paul said here, put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. So Paul is saying how powerful sin is and how we need to be fully armed, fully equipped to handle these circumstances. And when you're hanging with the wrong crowd and doing things that are ungodly and unfruitful, unrighteous in the sight of God, it's not going to end well. God wants you to find him. And Paul goes on to write in verse 13 of the same chapter, in chapter 6, therefore put on the full armor of God so that when the day comes of evil, you may be able to stand your ground, and after you have done everything, to stand. It is time to take a stand in your life right now. You're headed down the wrong path. You're about to go to the penitentiary, or are you going to make it out? Or you may know someone, a family member, a friend, a classmate, a coworker, someone that you may have known from your hometown or places where you may have lived, and you've heard that they're going to the penitentiary. They have done some things, and now they're going to have to pay the price of breaking the law. But you have an opportunity right now. If this is for you, you may be hanging with the wrong crowd or entangled in the wrong crowd right now. And you've done some things and you've gotten away with it. But eventually, you will get caught. Or one of your friends will get caught. And some will die. And this also includes you. You may die. But God is warning you while you're living right now to put on the full armor of God. So you can take a stand in your life. You can make a decision in your life that serving God is more important than serving the devil, serving evil, darkness. The devil is a father of lies. He's been sinning from the beginning. The devil is no good. In the book of Psalm, in chapter 33, verse 5, the psalmist wrote, "The Lord loves righteousness and justice. The earth is full of his unfailing love." His earth. God represents love. And it's time for you to follow this love. In the book of Romans, in chapter 8, verse 14, "For those who are led by the Spirit of God are the children of God." Don't you want to put on the full armor of God? Don't you want to be a child of God? Don't you want to know God? Don't you want to glorify God? Don't you want to be in his presence for everlasting life? The time is right now to turn from wickedness that leads to death and live life in the hope through faith and obedience for everlasting life. And the time is in this present moment to find the Lord before you not only die physically, but die spiritually. And the Lord wants you to be in his kingdom to experience the everlasting life that he has planned for his children.